Hello, my name is Brian Marousek, and this is my startup, AutoArc. As designers, we know the struggle of creating multiple design iterations that can take countless hours just for clients to change it. For example, Ken is a designer who has spent hours on conceptual massing models and floor plans for an office building. The client wants to make the windows larger, thus making the structural and programming layout to change, causing Ken to start all the way over. Another example is Tim, who is an architect that determines project schedules and billable hours. He knows the iterative design process and wishes it wouldn't take so long in order to save money. Finally, Doug is a CAD modeler who wishes there was a software that automates the repeated processes of schematic design. Now this brings us to our problem. In architecture, there are usually five phases of design, one of those being schematic design, which has many inefficiencies. The schematic design phase can take typically between 2 to 4 months, where most of the time is spent reiterating building plans, renders, costs, and overall scope of the project. There are multiple changes throughout this phase between architects, engineers, clients, and consultants, where manipulating the CAD model becomes repetitive and a waste of time. From my experience working in a multifamily architecture firm, I have dealt with many owner changes and the repetition of tasks that I believe could be done more efficiently. So how can this be fixed? Let me introduce you to AutoArc, a software that allows architects, engineers, clients, and consultants to quickly produce building plans, masses information using defined input data and parameters. AutoArc promotes efficient interdisciplinary design practices and produces multiple iterations in order to maximize schematic design phase. For this example, we will be designing an apartment building, which can all be done in 3 easy steps: design, create, and reiterate. The first step is define, in which you would enter all of your desired needs for the project. The first thing needed to be done is outline of your site. Then enter your desired number of units, type of units, parking number, and anticipated costs. The next step is create, which is just when the software creates multiple options based on your desired input in just minutes. The third and final step is reiterate, where you can manipulate and edit each design options to personalize your design and prepare it for the next phase. Now the targeted market is architects, which contains 2.7 million people, and that's just who's registered. That doesn't count for the millions in the design, engineering, contracting, or real estate development field. Now the competition of AutoArc are these 3 companies: TestFit, Proving Ground, and Hypar. When evaluating these products, there are 3 main factors: pricing, interoperability, which is the software's ability to exchange information with other programs, and finally, the level of difficulty. TestFit is in the middle of the pack in pricing, interoperability, and level of difficulty. Since it's its own software, users will have to learn a whole new program and have limits on how they can exchange the info with other programs they use. Proving Ground uses company software already in use to create scripts and efficient workflows, which comes at a low price, medium interoperability, and difficulty. Hypar is the highest price by far, but contains an export option for any top software architects currently use, with a low level of difficulty. The goal for AutoArc is to have the lowest price, highest interoperability, and lowest level of difficulty. It will be a software package that can either use data from existing architecture software or create its own that can be exported successfully. The business model will be business to business. The key partners would be the architectural software industry, high school and universities, and engineer and construction industry. Our targeted customers would be people within this industry who will be exposed to us via website, social media, and a door-to-door salesman. Our startup would offer multiple packages at a monthly and yearly pricing, with an additional revenue from consulting services that teaches users how to use the software, as well as partnerships from schools that advertise our student package. Our team would consist of an architect that implements the software into practice, 2 to 4 software programmers that work together developing the programs, a marketing team that advertises to schools and businesses, and an architectural designer that helps with the design process. In order to proceed with our startup, we are asking for $25,000 for software fees, development, marketing, and partnership fees. We are projected to complete our product in 18 months. Want to change the landscape of the design process? Invest in AutoArc.